Hello everyone and welcome to another training session brought to you by Surefire Local. Today we'll be talking about Google My Business and telling you what Google My Business is, why it's important to you, and how to take advantage of it so that you can increase your overall online visibility as well as get more customers. My name is Jeff White and I'm the Director of Customer Success here at Surefire Local. I've been with Surefire for over 4 years, working directly with customers to help them across a wide variety of online digital topics and helping them to improve their overall digital footprint. Surefire is located in Tysons, Virginia, and we've helped contractors over many years, many different customers and contractors across many locations address the challenges and the opportunities that come with having and maintaining a very healthy online digital footprint. And again, Google My Business is just one of those factors. We do that by a combination of software and services. When that is brought together, it becomes a very powerful tool and partner for our contractors in terms of not only being able to monitor their digital footprint, but to actually manage it and cultivate it and see the results of how they're doing over time once they put the Surefire program into action and work with a digital marketing strategist like myself or anyone on my team. So let's get going. At a very high level, the definition of a Google My Business listing is that for you, an individual business, your Google My Business listing is your digital anchor on the internet. Google's got to start somewhere, and so that's what your Google My Business listing does for you. And it allows you as a business owner to control information that someone finds when they search for you on Google Search or through Google Maps. So it's very important that you're aware of what it is and how to take advantage of it. So you may be thinking, yeah, but do I have one? You do. Everybody has a Google My Business listing. So then the next question is, well, do you control it? And we won't be getting into this aspect of Google My Business, but if you don't control your Google My Business listing, you can find out how to do that at google.com/business or simply reach out to Surefire Local and we'll help you with that step. And then once you do have control of it, it's important that you use it, or you've got a partner like Surefire that's helping you actively manage it. So in this presentation, we're going to walk through why Google My Business is important to you, not 4 but 5 new tools that have been rolled out recently by Google through Google My Business, a secret that you need to be aware of in terms of how Google is evolving, and then we'll share with you new things that are coming down the line based on what we've observed Google do in beta tests in different areas of the country. So a lot to share, a lot of good information, actionable information for you to take and implement. But first, let's start with why is this so important to you? As mentioned, your Google My Business listing is your digital anchor on the internet. But related to that is that you are important to Google. You as a local business are very important to Google. And the reason is, as we step through this, is you probably are aware of, it's no surprise that the majority of searches on the internet are on Google as opposed to Yahoo or Bing. Google is the major search engine where most of the searches are taking place. Now, most of the searches on Google are mobile. This is a recent change in that as mobile traffic continues to increase. We've just passed that milestone that the majority of searches are now mobile. Well, out of all of those mobile searches, the majority of those searches have local intent. And so that's where it's important to understand that from a local intent standpoint, again, you are the focus from Google, and that's why your Google My Business listing is so important. So much so that Google has shared this level of detail about how local search is growing, and that it's faster on mobile devices. In fact, it's 50% year-over-year growth. And based on this type of growth, that's why Google has been adding these new features so that you as a local business can more easily engage with prospective customers and communicate to Google that you are a legitimate business, that you are a business that Google should be aware of and should be featured prominently in search results, be they on regular Google searches or within Google's map listings. So as we roll through this, let's just do a review of what Google search results page looks like and what the different elements are of that search results page. And I have up on screen an example of a client of mine, Hinkle Roofing, out of Birmingham, Alabama. So we've got an example of what we would say a brand name search, right? The business name and the area of where they are. And then on the search results page, working from upper left, we see a paid search ad. Below that, we see what we call our traditional organic links. And then over on the right side, we see information that is primarily provided by, driven by the Hinkle Roofing Google My Business listing. So that's the different elements of a search results page as it relates to a branded search. And when we look at those traditional organic links, we describe them as being earned, right? You have a website, you paid for it to have it designed, built, content added, information updated. So you've earned these links because Google sees your website and delivers these links when somebody searches for you. Contrast that with taking up additional space up above at the top of the page because Google is selling that space. In this instance, Hinkle Roofing is a paid advertiser, customer of ours, of Google, and so they're buying that space. And then over on the right, the distinction here is that Google is giving away this space. So between earned, between paid, and between just giving this space away, you see how from a branded standpoint, how you can dominate a search results page. And from a Google My Business standpoint, there are rules to follow, and we'll get into a little bit of what that means as far as keeping your Google My Business listing up to date. Taking that along, let's also look at a non-branded keyword search. So, for example, roofer in Birmingham, Alabama. Again, you're earning your placement in the Google Map results and the organic links, and you earn this space based on quality, proximity, and relevance of the search. So from a business listing standpoint, with your Google My Business listing, that listing needs to be up to date, needs to be accurate. Proximity in terms of the search phrase, if somebody's searching for a roofer in Birmingham, you do need to be located in Birmingham, Alabama. And then relevance, are you relevant to that search phrase of being a roofer? So that's how that works. So what should you do as a business owner when it comes to your Google My Business listing? I summarize it in these 3 key points. One is that you should take advantage of these tools and best practices because 1, they're free, and 2, it's how Google evaluates businesses. 2, you should be aware of how Google works. What's going on in that search results page as far as paid, organic, in your knowledge panel that is fed by your Google My Business listing. And then 3rd, be aware of how Google is evolving. We're experts in all things Google, and that's one of the benefits that we provide to our customers is that we're on top of this, and then we educate our customers about trends in search and how Google is evolving. So with that, as far as setting the table, let's dive into these new tools. With this is how you can use Google My Business. You can create posts to update and showcase what's new with your business. You can highlight services that you offer. You can have text conversations with prospective customers. You can add more information such as a unique appointment URL. And then you can add not just photos, which has been a functionality that's been around for a bit, but also video, which is the newer feature of Google My Business. So let's step through each of these. From a Google Post standpoint, What is it? This screenshot in the lower right shows what it is. In a nutshell, it is more real estate for you to take advantage of. More real estate in this knowledge panel that Google is giving to businesses if you take advantage of it. So why not put in information about a recent blog post or a promotional offer? And here's how easy it is. So within Google My Business, it's as simple as adding a picture, adding a message, adding a link, and then choosing the button type. Learn more if it's a blog article, get offer if it's a coupon or a promotion. And then once you pull all that information together within Google My Business admin area, you get a little preview, and then go ahead and post it, and you've got the opportunity to get more content out on that search results page, more space with which you can dominate that search results page and get free views. Services. So you've got an opportunity for your mobile audience to provide them more information on that search results page. You've got the ability to create a little mini menu for your mobile visitors. And this screenshot shows that the menu option allows you to put information about roof repair, roof replacement, shingle types, information you can load up for mobile users so that they have a more robust experience on that Google search results page, and therefore can more quickly reach out to you because you've provided this information to them without their having to go to your website. Messaging. Did you know you could have a text conversation through your Google My Business listing? It's a feature and functionality that's very easy to set up for mobile only. Again, the theme here is that mobile audiences or mobile searchers are getting more features and functionality through Google My Business listing. So again, something to be aware of, to use, and because it's better in terms of interacting with prospective customers, as well as demonstrating to Google that you are actively using and managing your Google My Business listing. And then notice how in this screenshot, response time generally under 5 minutes. This is Google watching. Google wants to measure and monitor how quickly you're responding to Google's customers, people searching for a roofer in Birmingham or in Rockville, Maryland. So these are, again, things to be aware of, take advantage of, and additional ways to be visible and interact with prospective customers. Once that communication kicks in as far as somebody interacting with the messaging functionality of your Google My Business listing, it rolls right over to the native text messaging functionality on the phone, and off you go with the text conversation with a prospective customer. From a speed standpoint, again, you having text conversations is much quicker than somebody going to your website, filling out a form, waiting for somebody to call them back. So this is an increasingly important way to interact with prospective customers, make yourself available to prospective customers. The appointment link function within Google My Business. This is another example of where Google is making it available, and it's just a matter of adding it so that you are using this feature and taking up more space and making it easier for people to click and get to your website. Video. So within Google My Business, we've got the photos area, but recently Google has made it also possible to upload video to this area of your Google My Business listing. So once you upload a piece of video, and it needs to be relatively short, no more than somewhere between 30 seconds to a minute. There is a overall file size limit, so you want it to be brief, but then once you upload it, it becomes part of the collection of other visual content, the photos along with the video, and then this becomes available also in search results. Back to the point of cultivating your digital footprint. When you're adding content, and content is the #1 ranking factor, when you're adding content, when you're adding video content, you become more engaging, right? People are quickly glancing at photos, but when a video comes along, they're hanging out for a little bit more, watching that video. Google sees that interaction with your content. And so that's a run through of the tools that are available that you can take advantage of right now if you've got access to your Google My Business listing. So let me transition into something that's very important for you to understand, and it's a secret, right? It's a secret that not everybody, not all business owners are aware of, but let me walk you through it. And that secret is that your homepage is no longer your homepage. And what I mean by that is that Google is looking to put you in touch with a prospective customer as quick as possible. So why send them all the way to your website and to see the homepage of your website as the first impression? That first impression is increasingly happening on that Google search results page. And that first impression is based on the information on that search results page. And as I showed you, it's not just links to your website, it's not just your paid search ad. It is increasingly from a relative amount of information standpoint being fed by your Google My Business listing. And so therefore, having Google My Business posts, having that appointment link, having pictures, video, all that information is incredibly important so that when prospective customers have that first experience with you, it's on that search results page, more so than on the homepage of your website. And then the whole idea of, what does Google want? That's an important question for us to ask. Myself as a digital marketer, yourself as a business owner, wondering why am I ranking here instead of there? Well, what does Google want? Why should you be number one versus number two, or wherever you are on that search results page? And it is a question that is answered by, what does Google want? Google wants a good experience for its customers, those that are searching on Google. And so how do you demonstrate to Google that you are worthy of a page one search result or a position one, page one search result? It's based on these high-level factors. How well do you interact with the mobile searcher, right? Because those are the majority of the searchers today. So is your website mobile responsive? Is your website quick? Is your Google My Business listing robust for interacting with mobile users on the Google search results page? And then quality. Is the information about your business accurate? Not just on your website, not just on your Google My Business listing, but across directories and other online touch points. All that factors into Google forming an opinion of you as a local business and whether or not Google should serve a link to your website. And so to drill a little bit deeper into that, there are 200 some odd Google ranking factors. We don't know them all, nobody does, but Google has volunteered what the top 2 to 3 search ranking factors are. And they are, number one, first and foremost, content. No surprise there, but the information about you on your website, it should be relevant to the services that you provide. Followed by number 2, links. Links to your website. So back to that, digital footprint phrase and all the information that's associated with your website. Are there links to and from your website? Are there links from other related websites, manufacturing websites that you work with? And then RankBrain. So I'll round out this presentation where when we say RankBrain, which is Google's name for its artificial intelligence that lays on top of the algorithm that Google uses to serve up information relevant to a searcher. And what's becoming more important is the user engagement that factors into this artificial intelligence. And as we talk about the digital footprint, what we mean by that is it's not just about your website anymore. Your digital footprint consists of your website, but also social sites, your social sites and the activity that occurs on them, directory listings, reviews as far as the quantity, the quality, and the consistency. All that rolls up and is important. And your Google My Business listing is a vital part of your digital footprint and an opportunity for you to demonstrate to Google that you are a good steward of your digital footprint, actively using it and cultivating it. So just so that you're aware of not only where we were, where we are, but where we're going, there's more coming from Google. And again, it's associated with this user-generated content concept that I'd like to share with you. And within Google My Business, the whole idea of pictures, video, the ability to ask and answer questions, these are all elements that are trending towards Google crowdsourcing information about businesses. So it's not just you providing information about your business, but there's also opportunities for people, not you, not your employees, to ask questions and provide answers about a business. That is the type of user-generated content, similar to reviews, which is the most common type of user-generated content. Reviews with photos, examples of generated content, and then the ability to ask and answer questions about a business. Again, how Google is looking for help to provide information about a business, as well as have important signals about a business. If people are asking questions and providing answers, that is a very healthy signal. So that takes us through the presentation on Google My Business. And as you know, Surefire Local, we're experts in terms of helping our customers with their overall digital strategy. And we enjoy partnering from an education standpoint, like this presentation, as well as actively working with our customers to make sure that they understand how all things digital are moving and evolving, and where it makes most sense to put their time and money so that they are succeeding online in growing their business. Thank you very much.